Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Here I'm going to show you how to quickly convert your nude colour images into black and white. So here we have our original colour picture, and what we're going to do is some very simple conversion techniques that will give us a high contrast, high impact black and white nude. So we'll take a look at the final image, and here we can see we've just cropped in a little bit, really increased the contrast of the picture, so it just added that impact that this picture really needs. So we'll get straight into it, go back to our original image, and the first thing that we want to do is just to crop into the picture. So I'll select the crop tool. First of all, just quickly select the whole image, grab hold of the bottom right anchor point, hold down Alt just to maintain the aspect ratio. I'm just going to left click and move that anchor point in slightly. Now when I'm happy, I can then just click anywhere within that selection just to move the framing around. I'm just going to leave it there. Hit the green commit button just to apply that crop to the image. Now if I go Control 0 and just enlarge that picture to fill the workspace. So with our crop done, we can now move on to the actual black and white conversion. We're going to use quite a crude technique, but then we're going to use a few extra adjustments just to get the fine adjustment over tone that we want for our picture. So if I go down to our adjustment layer icon, left click once and select hue saturation, and quite simply to desaturate our image, I'm just going to move the saturation slider from 0 down to -100, and as you can see that's just removed all of the colour from the picture. Now I want to fine tune some of the tones within the image, and I can do that by pinpointing some of the colours within the picture. So if I go to the edit menu of hue saturation and first of all select reds, and then any adjustment that I now make to these sliders will only affect the red tones within the image. So the one that's going to have the most effect here is the lightness slider. And if I move that over to the right, that's just going to lighten the red tones, and over to the left we can just see that's darkening down the red tones as well. So I'm going to move that down to about -58, 60, and you can just see the effect of the darkening that that's having. It's also helping to improve the contrast slightly. Now if I go back to the edit menu and just click on yellows, and again I'm just going to reduce that lightness slider down to about -90, and already the black and white conversion is starting to look a lot better, but it's still not that high contrast that we're after. So if we click back onto our adjustment layer icon, this time we select levels, and as always with levels we can make a very quick contrast adjustment. So first thing I'm going to do is just increase the black slider all the way up to about 60. Then I'm going to leave my midpoint or my grey point at 1. And the final adjustment I'll make in levels is just the highlights, and I'll just move that down to about 225. And you can just see the highlight tones within the image just brightening up a little bit. So as you can see, we've now got a nice high contrast black and white image. So to finish this off, we'll just flatten down the image. Click on our layer options, select flatten image, and those adjustment layers will flatten down onto the background layer. So there we have our final black and white nude conversion.